morning and I look and I see the grout is almost dry, and it looks like it's going to be a halfway decent match for the existing grout that we did yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead on and make a small batch of it and go with it. Today I'm working on putting this, hanging the microwave up. Got that microwave and shit. I'm going to go ahead and take and move that vent from the top down to the back and cut a hole in the wall and move that wire up into the cabinet right there and fucking vent this out into that little back room for temporary until I can go to the store and get the right shit, so I can go ahead and put a vent on the roof so you can have a vent over the stove and it works properly. So that's where we're at today. We're hanging the microwave. I'm gonna finish that grout. I gotta put a little bit of tile down in this closet in here. And I know the tile's not the exact same as this tile right here that was on the job when I got here. I found it in the garage. But it's inside the bottom of a closet and it's gray and it's gonna be close enough. So I'm gonna go ahead on that melt, put that tile in there. And after I get done doing that and I get that grout finished, then I'm gonna go ahead on and start cutting all this shoe molding and painting it and putting it in the fucking kitchen. So that's where we're at today so far on day 41 of our house, 42 of our house renovation. Hello and welcome to day 42 of our house renovation, where I come in this morning and I look and I see the grout is almost dry, and it looks like it's going to be a halfway decent match for the existing grout that we did yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead on and make a small batch of it and go with it. Today I'm working on putting this, hanging the microwave up. Got that microwave and shit. I'm going to go ahead and take and move that vent from the top down to the back and cut a hole in the wall and move that wire up into the cabinet right there and fucking vent this out into that little back room for temporary until I can go to the store and get the right shit, so I can go ahead and put a vent on the roof so you can have a vent over the stove and it works properly. So that's where we're at today. We're hanging the microwave. I'm gonna finish that grout. I gotta put a little bit of tile down in this closet in here. And I know the tile's not the exact same as this tile right here that was on the job when I got here. I found it in the garage. But it's inside the bottom of a closet and it's gray and it's gonna be close enough. So I'm gonna go ahead on that melt, put that tile in there. And after I get done doing that and I get that grout finished, then I'm gonna go ahead on and start cutting all this shoe molding and painting it and putting it in the fucking kitchen. So that's where we're at today so far on day 41 of our house, 42 of our house renovation. All right, so I've painted all my shoe molding and shit that I'm gonna put down inside of there, and we pull this old storm door off and fucking look at the color of the paint and down to the original paint color that was hiding behind that fucking that storm door, the screen door. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's mint green. And there's little remnants of it everywhere, so you can tell all the outside trim on this house used to be mint green back in 1953. I guess that was the thing it was in. You see little bits of it on the brick around like this awning right here. And you see little bits of it like that. And it's around all the windows. And all the trims on the outside of the house was painted this crazy ass mint green. So mint green and brick. It's probably pretty cool looking back in the day. Now, I guess that was the thing. But right now, we're painting over all that shit. You can see it. Painting everything all white and everything. Where I rebuilt the inside of that door frame and everything. Painting all that shit white. Every bit of it. So it's gonna go away little by little. You won't see it no more. But so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and paint this shit, and then I'm gonna go put the tile down in the closet. Then I'm gonna come back out here and put another coat of paint on this, and then I'm gonna put this shoe molding down around the bottom of the floor and cut that door off and put that back on. So that's where we're at so far today. Alright, so I've already pre-cut all my tile and shit for the little last closet. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put that fucking mud and put that shit in now. Yeah, floor in there, closet in the bathroom. Me personally, I wouldn't have done it, but seeing that's two different kinds of tile and all, but the man that owns the house just wants to sell his place and get it out of his possession, so he said take whatever's left out of the kitchen and finish the closet up. Since we only had enough to do this, I would have bought new tile for the bathroom and the kitchen, considering that it's just a couple of fucking tiles. But he wanted to use what was that in the garage, which was enough to do this, and then do that. So he's the boss, and we give the customer what they want. So that's what he wanted, that's what he got. All right, now we're at the end of the day of our house renovation, and I have sanded that spot down on the ceiling where the chimney used to be. Reglazed that shit with some mud. In the bathroom, the fucking tiles are down in that little ass closet. We just need to grout that shit. Tomorrow we're gonna install a microwave. I'm gonna go get the ductwork for that shit. Did a couple of little patch jobs on the wall, just for places that need to be touched up, paint and stuff like that. Also install some door stops so that the doors don't bang on each other, fucking hit when the doors are open. In the kitchen, I put down fucking quarter round, shoe molding around the bottom of the floor. Shoe molding. Gonna caulk that stuff in tomorrow. You can put shoe molding in there. Cut the bottom of the door off so that the door fits. Put a vertical piece down there. Shoe molding around here. And the grout and everything is all finished on the tile. This wire that was hanging out of the wall right here has been relocated for an outlet so we can plug the microwave up. I fixed the hole down here underneath of the sink. Underneath of the cabinet where where's the hole put in there from prying the old shit off the wall. And I'm getting ready to go take this little keying tool and key the lock in the fucking garage so that it matches the lock on the house. Also fixed underneath of the breaker panel box. So tomorrow we're gonna go pick up, and I've got a list. Double switch plate covers for the door, by the door, switch plates with GFI, ductwork for microwave, plug outlet for microwave, dryer vent and line, roof vent for the oven exhaust, single outlet covers, double outlet covers, GFL line, blah, blah. Tape on glue, red wood filler, 18-inch roller nap, 3 gallons of sealant paint, white spray paint, metal HVAC tape, Venus-Seal. And that should be enough shit to get us out of that building and outside on the wood rot. Also, put the fucking, went on and took the back panel off and put the old plug back on the oven. So the oven is ready to be installed. And we have to put an anti-tip bracket on the back of it so that when there's a contract on the building, that passes the home inspection. Because if it doesn't have a tip bracket on it, an anti-tip, it will fail. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and start measuring some of the glass because we're gonna have to fucking take a bunch of glass out. And I've decided to pull all the storm windows out here that create condensation between the storm glass windows and the damn wood window sashes, the original ones, so that I can fucking pull all that shit off of there, reglaze all the windows, replace the glass that's missing and broken, and paint the insides of the windowsills and whatnot. I'm not going to throw them away because they have the screen assemblies in them. I'm going to put them out in the garage, and whoever buys the house, if they want storm windows and screens, then they can have at it and put this shit back on because I'm not doing it. So that's where we're at today at the end of our house renovation. I'm going to go key the lock on the garage. I'm going to come back tomorrow morning with a whole nother list of supplies and go ahead and start installing that microwave. Running a vent up through the roof, neoprene it, around the shingles, flashing it. and venting it and hooking up the power cable and hooking up the oven. So the only thing that we will be lacking in the kitchen at that point will be a set of blinds and countertops that we're getting a price from a branded company in Hampton. Also got to pick up a couple of handles for the Lazy Susan in the corner and the little small cabinet over there. And other than that, once the countertop goes in and the undermount sink goes in, then the plumbing will get hooked up. The dishwasher will go into place and be hooked up. Next week, I'm going to try to be on schedule for getting the floor sanded and refinished. At which point, we'll wait for a week and a half or 2 weeks and come back in here after that. By then, the outside of the garage and the house should be finished, and it can come in here with some oak quarter round or oak shoe molding and go around the base of the floors in all the rooms and put down the quarter round red oak. Also, I've got a hole saw bit. I'm getting some wood filler and some glue, and we will come in here and work either tomorrow or the next day on pushing this copper pipe back down through the floor and filling these fucking holes and shit where the old radiator heater used to be. That's 2 on each wall in each room. So have a good day. Subscribe to Get Go TV. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. If you got a question, leave a question in the comment section or email me at peninsulaimp@gmail.com, which also is in the channel description. It's almost fucking 4:30 and my ass is ready to hit the trail. Oh yeah. And if you fucking are on your knees on hard shit, these little motherfuckers right here, these little knee pad things come in handy dandy. Get you one. I don't like wearing them fucking ones that you got a strap on, they suck. So anyway, hit the little notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Watch some of the other 340 videos we have, but stay tuned tomorrow for the next day of our house renovation, and have a good day.